Hi, Donna Gallant again. This week we worked with watercolor crayons. See, they're much wider than a pencil. So there's a few things you have to remember with them. Is that they are much broader stroke. You can sharpen them if you like, make them a little bit more pointier. But usually the way to use these is just like a crayon. You color the whole thing, you add water, or you can add water to the crayon and add it to your paper, or you can wet your paper and add the liquid off your brush from the pencil, and it works just like watercolor. It's just wonderful. So we started out with doing something simple like this, and I think I showed you last week. We did this kind of, I showed you the difference between the pencil, the crayon, and the brush pen. Okay, and then the other thing we did another exercise, and this was a meadow rue, you call it. So we wet the surface. We added, like I said, I took the paint off of this and touched the surface with the brush, and it just bled out. And then afterwards, we added the marks. You know, after it's dry, you can add the dry marks to it. So those were the two that we worked from. And then they had a choice between 3 exercises. So a lot of them chose this one because it was quite simple. It's just a window with some flowers in a window box. Some worked with this. Now this is a watercolor pencil because not all of them are working with crayons. So this one's nice. You use a lifting out technique to make the rain. And then I did this one with the crayon, but I did it in a different color. This is the one they could work from. And I did it in the warm colors to make it look like fall. Anyway, so this week coming up, we're going to use the brushes. And so we'll be able to create something like this. Okay, so it's a little more refined because you can get a nice point with it, but you can still treat it like a watercolor. So stay tuned for that. Look forward to seeing you next week. Plus, I have another class. I'll talk to you about it later this week. Okay, bye.